Welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, yeah, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic, because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
On second down, Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. A lot lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They'll look to throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Flushed out right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot. And shedding the tackle and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You don't want to go.
Watson off play action. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go. Rush it. Rush it.
Now a give here to Snell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
3rd and 2, Watson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Eluding the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 down, 3 down. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's go.
A big play that time on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
faking the give. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to run again with Snell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
You got tight right there. Jam,
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get this